The only purpose of man's sojourn on this earth is to seek God. You can ask, but ask about what I have to offer you, the techniques that we are doing. Okay? Yes.
Following on what you're saying, when you're dealing with very intense emotions like grief, like falling in love, like enthusiasm, even states of ecstasy from yogic experiences, like what is the best way to approach those experiences that you're having?
Those experiences are astral emotional experiences. And those experiences certainly are true, but they are experiences through your mind and your emotions. And therefore, there is more degree of truth in them, but they are not the final truth. Even that has to be discarded. Even that has to be discarded in a higher state of consciousness. As you travel along the lightning path, up the passage of your spine, dear souls, your lightning speed is such which will depend upon the degree of your concentration. The seeds of your karma lie in the chakras, the 6 pranic lotuses of your chakras. And by constantly moving your mind, your pinpoint concentration up and down the spine, you change the nitrogen nubs of the DNA of your genome, and you can replace a total mishap or an accident with a smooth carry-on in your sadhana. It can be done. This is the great gift which India gives to all humanities come and gone, and the present humanity as well. The science of the evolution of human consciousness. Because how is going to church relevant for us? How is going to a class of yoga relevant to us? How is going to a Tibetan yoga class relevant to us? How is going to the Muslim mosque relevant to us? Unless they can breathe through your breath and bring about a transformation in your sum and substance, there seems to be no relevance in your life unless they can give you the eternal peace. And that will not come by talking like I'm doing now, but by walking the talk like I'm doing now, because while I'm talking, how many of you are feeling the transmission in my words? Raise your hands. And it's not, how many feel it different from the talk on the podium of the church when they open the chapter of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John or Deuteronomy and all? How many feel it's different? How many feel it's a direct transformation? Okay. So I have answered your questions that when you do the practice, the emotions will automatically subside and be transformed into a focus. It will be undivided. It will be transformed into the faculty of exclusive attention. And dear souls, whatever you do in the dharma, which people falsely call Hinduism, for your understanding, there is no sin, there is no vice or virtue. You're a good girl, you're a bad girl, you're a this girl, you're a naughty girl, you're a secret telling girl. This is all in the religions which are new. Which are the new religions? With the exception of Buddhism, which has become very mature and advanced because it is an extension of the Sanatana Dharma of India. But they have good and bad and this and that. In newer religions which are less than 2,000 years old, which are 2,000 years old. These religions are 10 and 20,000 years old. There's no good and bad. And what I tell my people, look, you live life the natural way. Only be persistent in your practice of Kriya Yoga. There is only one sin for you, according to me, because you're in my hall. I have the pulpit and I have your life in mine and my life in yours. And therefore, with that authority of breathing through your breath, I tell you, the only sin of the mind is the failure to have paid enough attention. If you can pay enough attention and put your concentration to burning point, there's no problem in this world you cannot solve. The focus of the mind. As I give that example, you know the superstar Lady Diana? She was driving with that Fayyad in the car. The driver was one of the best experts. He failed to pay enough attention, just a fraction of a second his eyes and mind wavered, and boom, kaboom. The story happened. Diana and Fayyad are history. This is what can happen. So as it is, if your concentration is not good, don't use, there was a saying, if you want to know God, meditate. If you want to directly meet God, text while you're driving. I mean, this guy found a quicker way than me, I must admit. Try texting while you're driving. You'll meet God directly. Of course, he may send you back to limbo to mark time because there'll be no space. It'll be sold. He'll say, sorry, sold out. We're sold out. So the failure to have paid attention, all these techniques are to make you pay attention. This is very, very important. You know, like a magnifying glass, your mind is, it can burn any problem. So practice concentration for concentration's sake. Don't let it come out of the Ritish book. And the bookish writ is a byproduct of concentration. Here I'm teaching you to concentrate for concentration's sake. To ease disease of random mind, a remedy suitable we must find. A rhythmic breathing, tension-free, with concentration, sovereign key. This is what we have to teach the children. It's not the books or the blackboard or the teacher which is teaching. The faculty of their very mind, the instrument which gathers the information. If that's rotten, if you go to Harvard with the best books, even if the pages are made of jade, you can still be a disaster. But if your mind is perfect and pure, Ritambhara, the Ritam mind, then you can see creation as it is, the pure mind. This is what these techniques do. Any questions?